Hi, so I wanted to do a review of the 10-piece E.L.F. brush set that I bought from Burlington for $7.99 a couple months ago. So I bought it, it was on sale. It's at $7.99 for the 10. I thought it was a really good deal. I have a couple of the E.L.F. Regular brushes that I bought off the website, as well as the Kabuki, which I absolutely love. So I was excited to give these a try. So let's just get started. I will go through each brush and talk about if I like it or I don't like it or whatever. Okay, so we'll start with the big brushes. This one is the Total Face brush, and it is rather large. Now the problem I have with these is I've washed them like 10 times, and there is still fallout for one, but two, these are dyed like a wine or like a burgundy color. So every time you wash it, the soap in your hand turns like a purple or a deep red. And I don't like that. I don't like that there's dyes on it and it seems like it won't wash out. And I really don't like this brush at all because of the fallout. And you probably can't see it because my camera sucks. But there's actually like a huge section of this brush that is matted and stuck down here. The bristles are kind of scratchy too. This brush I don't like at all. So onto the bronzing brush. Now this was the same type deal. There's not as much fallout as the Total Face brush, but there still is some fallout. And the dye is bad on this one as well. And I just personally, I really don't like that. I actually don't use this brush. I don't do bronzers. And it's just too soft and too not stiff enough for me to even use for blush or contouring. So I don't like that brush either. Okay, so onto the eyeliner brush. This one I've used and I actually do like it. It is just a flat top. It's stiff, but it has a little give, so it's really good for like wiggling along the lash line. This brush is awesome. I do love this brush and I use it quite frequently. As you can see, it is dyed from my gel eyeliner, so that one's a good brush. And then we have, let's see, we have just the eyelash brow wand, which is just like a spoolie. And I do use this. I do use it when I do my brows or when I trim my brows. I use this and I do like it. But I really didn't need that in a set. I already have a ton of those, so whatever. Then there is the brow comb and brush, which is another brush that I really do like. I use this when I do my brows or sometimes to comb out my lashes. I know a lot of people don't use brushes like this, but they actually do come in pretty handy if you want to try to get rid of like clumpiness in your mascara and stuff. You can use either. This one combs through it, or this. If you wiggle it back and forth over your lashes to get rid of the clumpiness, that works too. So that's another one I can add to my collection that I already have 10 million of, because it is a must-have in my collection. So now onto the professional eyeshadow brush. This one's just like a dome fluffy. It's semi-stiff, but it's a nice brush. It picks up the pigment well. It applies okay, but my only complaint is it's not as soft as I would like it. It's a little bit scratchy, and I don't really like the scratchiness. I don't like that at all. I have many other brushes that I have bought off of eBay or even you know, drugstore ones that I bought. Like, I think I have a mirror one. I can't think right now. I have a bunch of other eyeshadow brushes that I prefer more than this, so this isn't one that I normally reach for. So I don't know. That's like a maybe brush. I don't know. It's not a big deal. Then there was a smudging eye sponge. It's just a smudger. Most of the retractable eyeliners come with smudgers on the end of them, so I really didn't need this because I do actually have a few of them, but it works for smudging eyeliner and stuff, so I don't know, another one I can add to my collection. This one is the Professional Foundation Brush, and this is what it looks like. Personally, I don't use a brush to apply foundation. I don't even really wear foundation often enough to worry about using a brush. But I feel like this, I don't know, if I had a foundation brush, I would probably want it to be a little bit bigger. It's soft. It's pliable, but it's still stiff. I haven't used it, so I can't really review it, but I feel like it would be too small if I did use a brush. So I can't really say too much about that because I don't use brushes. If I do happen to wear foundation, it's usually only just a little bit, or maybe like a BB cream where it's more like a tint, and I just use my hand to rub it in like moisturizer. So yeah, I don't know about that one. I guess I really didn't need that. Alright, onto the concealer brush. Now this one I do use, but not for concealing, and I want to show you why. This is the concealer brush, and as you can see, it is so tiny. Like, my pimples are bigger than this brush. This is the brush, and it is from Essence of Beauty. Oh, I have Eco Tools. Eco Tools is the brushes that the brushes that I like. This is my concealer brush, and this is the one that came with E.L.F. Like, you can totally see the size difference. This is the one I use when I do my brows, or I conceal any little blemishes or problems that I have in my face. This is the brush that I use. And I just find the E.L.F. one is way too tiny to be used for that purpose. But I do use this when sometimes I fill in my eyebrows, or I will use it to apply eyeliner wet. And I love this brush for that. It's awesome. I just don't know why they labeled it a concealer brush. This would not work as a concealer brush, but the brush is actually nice for other uses. And last but not least, we have the lip defining brush. What to say about this one? I really don't like this brush either. It works okay for applying lip gloss or any wet product. If you have a lipstick that's super creamy, it works too, but you probably can't see that because my camera won't pick it up. But there's fallout, and that really bothers me because there really isn't a ton of bristles in it anyways, and I can't stand when you're applying something and you have, especially like a lip gloss or a lipstick, and you have a bristle or a hair stuck in there. It's like the worst feeling in the world, and you have to scratch it out and you get makeup everywhere. It's a mess. So I really I've tried to use it a few different times. It works well if you're applying lip gloss. I suppose it would probably work if you had like lip tars or paint pouts that you use for your lips. So I don't know. I don't have any of those. I plan on buying some, and I'm sure this would work wonderful for it. It works okay with applying creamy formula lipsticks like NYX round lipsticks. They're really, really creamy. I'm sure it would work for MAC lipsticks and stuff like that too. So yeah, I don't know. Overall, I'm not really impressed with the brushes. I think the $1 brushes would have been better, but I guess for $7.99, it's not that big of a deal. But personally, after knowing what I know about these brushes, if I saw this in the store, I would not buy it. So that was just kind of to warn people, if you see this in Burlington or TJ Maxx or whatever, it came in a kit that was like 10-piece E.L.F. brush set. I really don't think that it's worth it at all. There's lots of other brushes by different brands that you can get that are affordable. These ones are just not that good. And they say that they're professional. You're probably not going to be able to read that, but it says the professional, E.L.F. professional concealer brush. And I don't know if this is the same as like their studio line. I know it's not their $1 brushes because those are black, or not. These are black and the $1 brushes are white, I believe, unless they changed the color on them. I haven't been on the website lately, so I'm not really sure. But I do plan on maybe buying some of the studio brushes sometime in the future just to kind of compare them and see if they are supposed to be the same as this or not. So anyways, that was my little review on it. I can't say that I'm really disappointed. It's just a lot of brushes that I don't like, and personally I could have bought, you know, 2 eyeliner brushes for the same amount of money, you know, and now I have like 8 other brushes that I can't really do anything with, so. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos and reviews. If you are not a subscriber, feel free to click the subscribe button, whichever side it's on. It's totally free and you get to stay up to date with all of my new videos. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.